My channel. This is Kathy's Country Life. I'm Kathy, and as you can see by the video I put up before this, we're working on some tomatoes. I had a ton. My freezer is so full, guys, that I could not get a green bean in there if I had to. So I had all those tomatoes that I needed to start processing. So the first thing I do, which I love to do every year, is make spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce. So that's what I'm doing with these tomatoes. I let them cook for about 6 hours on 250. I'm using my my Nesco electric roaster pan for about 6 hours, and then I took my immersion blender and blended it all up. And let me show you. So this is what we have. We have a very liquidy tomato concoction. Now this has got to cook down a good bit because I don't want runny spaghetti sauce. But to help this along, you can do one of two things. You can do one of three things. You can just let this cook and cook and cook and cook until it thickens up. You can add tomato paste, cans of tomato paste, probably of the smaller ones, like 3, to thicken it up. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my freeze-dried shredded zucchini to help thicken it up. So you got those 3 options. And it never hurts to add more veggies. And I think I've said this before, that zucchini takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking it in. So it's a good filler product. So I'm starting out with about a half of a quart of it, and it's got to rehydrate. And I'm just going to let this cook and let it cook. I've got it up now on about 400. I'm going to let it bubble, kind of reduce some, and see how we are after about an hour. If I need to add some more zucchini, I will. But It's really just an all-purpose spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce. I am going to kind of keep it chunky with the vegetables and all that I'm going to add in. So it wouldn't be good to use as pizza sauce. You want more of a smooth, which I could take my immersion blender and I could take the immersion blender and just, after all the veggies have cooked, it's thickened up, and take my immersion blender and just make it really smooth, and you could use it as a pizza sauce then. But I'm not on this. I've got a couple of quarts left of my sauce that I made last year that is more smooth, and I'll use that for pizza sauce if I need it. Now then, we do not live solely on my canned marinara sauce. I don't can up enough to last a year. I don't, even though I have 2 left. My favorite marinara sauce is Rayo's. And so when it's on sale at Costco or Sam's, I'll buy that. But I do love this. And I will usually just rotate. One Italian meal, I'll use what I can. Another one, I may use Rayo's. Just kind of back and forth. But we'll see. I kind of was stingy with it last year. I don't remember how many quarts that I made, but I was scared I was going to run out. And actually, I thought that I had ran out. And when I was back there putting some more stuff up, I saw I had 2 jars that was kind of pushed to the back. So we're going to be good. This isn't just a pile of it, but I'll get several quarts out of it for sure. Alright, so I just put the lid on, not all the way. I just turn it to the side, leave the ends open so the water will evaporate and thicken it up, and we'll be back. I'll come back in about an hour and check it. Okay, it's been an hour. It's thickened up some, not quite enough. Let me bring you down here and show you. So it's still, you can tell, like, this is about where it started. This line right here, it's going down maybe an inch. So I am going to add some tomato paste just to help it along, because I really don't want to be up all night doing this. Stirred in. I only used a little over half of this can, which is 12 ounces. So about 6 ounces. I can already tell, yeah, that's working good. Okay, so while this is thickening, I'm going to add, these are some bell peppers that I had frozen. This is about probably 3. This is yellow and orange. I'm going to dump those in. Because this is going to release some moisture too. So we want it thick. We want all of our ingredients in there at the same time. Got about 3 onions chopped. And I am going to give 2 good pinches of salt. And some garlic powder. Same thing, about 2 good pinches. This is some of my freeze-dried basil. We're going to go with the 2 good pinches rule, which is about a half of a pint. So all this stuff needs to rehydrate. And I got some oregano that I haven't opened yet. This is from Thrive Market. I love getting seasonings from there. And I'm going to give 1 pinch of oregano. I'm going to get this all stir. And of course we will taste test all of this prior to finishing up. Okay, and I've got some mushrooms. These are freeze dried, but of course you can use fresh or whatever you have. I was thinking I probably need to break these up. They're going to swell up when they rehydrate. Okay, that's hot. I'll just do the ones I'm putting in. We like mushrooms in our pasta sauce if you don't like mushrooms. If any of this stuff you don't like. Now I do recommend the basil and the oregano because that gives it that Italian flavor for a pasta sauce. But if you don't want onions, if you don't want peppers, and you don't want mushrooms, you don't have to do that. It is up to you. Alright, I'm going to let this cook. Everything rehydrate. Everything get hot, the spices mingling around, and I'll be back. I'm gonna let this go for another hour. Just wanting the vegetables to cook through and it to thicken up. That's what we're looking for. I'm leaving the top off and I'll see you back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. I just did a taste test. Oh, and I went ahead and added the rest of that tomato paste in here. So that's in there. It's thickening up nicely. I just did a taste test. It's falling a little flat. One thing that I forgot to add was some Worcestershire. That, I know you're like, Worcestershire and spaghetti sauce. Yes. It gives it a oomph. An oomph. So I'm just going to put about 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of Worcestershire. Okay. And it needs sugar. I wish that I didn't have to do sugar, but it needs a little sugar just to even out the flavors. And I'm just going to put maybe a half a cup. No, I'm going to start out with a 1/4 cup. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup. Stirring it all in, stirring it all in. I'll bring it down. The tomato paste really deepens the color. Okay. It did need some more salt. I'm going to put another pinch of salt. And I think it's going to need some more basil and oregano, but we're going to let this cook through. Get it all incorporated. Or not cook through, but heat through. I'm going to taste it again. Much better. I'm going to add, it's hard to do a recipe on this. You know, you just have to do it to what you like, what your taste is. I put another heavy pinch of garlic. I'm going to put another heavy pinch of basil. And just one more pinch of oregano. Okay. And also, another reason for the sugar, and I may need to add the other fourth of a cup, it's because with all these vegetables in here, it messes with the pH. Tomato products can be safely water bath, but with the extra veggies and stuff, it lowers the pH level down, the acidity level down. And to combat that, I will be adding some lemon juice to each jar. And the lemon juice will, you know, kind of, that's a technical culinary term. So, I don't know why I'm doing that. I want this to be deep, rich with some sweetness, so that when I have to add a tablespoon per quart of lemon juice to this to bring the acidity level up for safe water bath canning. Or you can just pressure can it, but I want to water bath can this. So I do want it a little bit sweet, just a tiny, tiny bit sweet and rich tasting, so that when the lemon juice gets mixed into it, it don't just, you know, lemon taste. Alright, give it another taste-a-rooney and see. It's hot, I can tell you that. Still missing something. It's there, it's almost there. And I think it's going to be salt. Which I gotta realize, this is a lot of tomatoes. Let me put some pepper. I haven't added any pepper. Just a good shakies. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook for a few more minutes. All the flavors mingle around. Do another taste test and see if I need to add the other fourth of a cup of sugar. And the pepper's going up my nose. I'm probably gonna sneeze. No, I'll be back. Okay, let me give this a taste. Bingo. That did it. It is, you can taste the sweetness of it, but like I said, the lemon juice is gonna cancel that out. Yeah, yeah. Let me bring you down and show you what it looks like. Don't look over here. I can smell. So it has thickened up a lot. And I think that we're just about there. I've got, I went ahead and got my water bath canner out. I put some water in it. I'm heating it up. I've got some jars in the oven getting hot. And I'm gonna get everything ready. And we're gonna can these babies up. So, be right back. We're ready to can it up. We are ready, yes we're ready to fall in love with pizza spaghetti sauce. Okay, I'm gonna bring you down. I'm tired of dealing with these tomatoes. Whew. I forgot. You put a tablespoon of lemon juice. My daughter-in-law left this here last weekend, so I'm just going to use this. Tablespoon of lemon juice in each jar. And again, this is just to make sure that it's safe for water bath canning. Brings the acidity level back up because we brought it down with the veggies. Don't know how much this is going to make. I can go ahead and unplug this. Now then, I do have a freezer full more of tomatoes, and I've got a lot of Roma paste tomatoes in there, and I've got some more that's on my counter to ripen up. I've got some green ones out there on the plant, so when all those ripen up, we're going to try our hands at ketchup. I tried ketchup a couple years ago. It tasted like doo-doo. So I've been researching and researching a good tomato, a good ketchup recipe for canning. And I think I found one. It was recommended in some of my canning sites on Facebook, homesteading sites and stuff. So we're going to give that a try. And if it don't taste good, we'll turn it into something else. I don't think I'm going to be making salsa this year because I made so much last year. And yes, we still have some left. So I am, with the rest of the tomatoes that I'll be getting, I'm going to do ketchup, and then I'm going to do a vegetable soup. I will hodgepodge my way of putting this recipe down in the what I use down in the description box. But like I said, you season it to what you think. You add what you like. The seasonings are basically the same. You're using basil, oregano, garlic, salt, pepper, and some Worcestershire. And the amounts are going to be to what you like. Tip it over. Might be enough. Where is my pot helper? I'm going to have to dip. I'm going to have to get this out and pour it. Got a little bit too much in this one. All right, that was just about perfect. Just got just a tiny bit left. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 quarts of pasta sauce. So I'm going to use a little bit more. Going about 1 inch headspace. Well, I ain't gonna have any left. Oh, that was perfect. Yes, I planned this. No, I didn't. Alright, we're going to give it a stir with our chopstick to get any air bubbles out. Perfect. I'm going to wipe the rims with some vinegar. I'm using this jar. It's an old Atlas mason jar that I had gotten at the other house. I think it's so pretty and it looks like a pasta jar. So, hope it don't bust. I washed it real good and I didn't feel any nicks or anything. Alright, so let's top them with our lids. Got regular mouth first. Wide mouth. Finger tight. These are Superb canning lids. They're made in the U.S. But I've used these for my last few canning projects and I've had no fails. I'm not sponsored or anything by them. I bought them off of Amazon, but they've got a really thick blue seal. So far I've been pleased with them. Alright, let's go over to the stove and pop these babies in. Sorry about that. That up. Stay up. Stay up. Stay up. Stay up. let's see. I don't think the other one's going to fit. No. So what I'm going to do is just get this, and I'll just do that one and this one. Yeah, the water's covering it, so we're good. We're going to bring this up to a boil. And to keep this other pot from that one jar just moving around, I'm going to put a dish rag down in the bottom. So I got to get this heated up, but I'm going to bring this to a boil, get this heated up, and put this in here. Once they come to a boil, we're going to water bath can them for 40 minutes. And so I will be back when that happens. Alright, time's up. I'm going the wrong way again. That one almost boiled over there. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. We did it! Yay, 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 we did it. Okay, so got them canned up. The one that I had to put in the separate pot, it's still got a few more minutes, but I'll take it out. And we'll let these sit for 24 hours, make sure it all sealed good, and I will label it and it will go on my shelf. So thanks for being with me again today, guys. I appreciate it. And stay tuned. We've got some projects to do coming up in the next couple of weeks, so join me next time. Love you guys.